Hello everybody, how's everyone there? Ame Gakita desu. Alright, I know that last night in my stream I actually go along and say that yes, I got a gaming mouse. No, I'm not using it now. But the thing is, right, let's just say that I got the gaming mouse and I was playing Genshin at that time, and the thing is, like, I was using a controller for like a lot of the time whenever I play Genshin. So like changing out of nowhere playing using a gaming mouse, yeah, not right at the moment. I mean, maybe if I'm using a bow user, maybe it may be a good choice, but at the time of this moment, let's just say that I will start using it in future, just not now. Alright, so the moment when I start using gaming mouse for future, whenever I play Genshin, will be a time when I find a best moment to get used to playing Genshin with the mouse, and that will be the best way. But for now, the reason why I got a gaming mouse, well, yes, you guys are looking at two different mouse. One is the very first death adder that you guys can ever see. Not the very first, more like the very first time when death adder became a thing, the gaming mouse that pushed Razer to be a thing. But the thing is, right, I got that mouse for very long ago, and it's still functional for some reason. Like, it never spoiled because I kind of like use it for normal use. Yes, sometimes you guys saw me playing a game using whenever I use a mouse. Yes, that is the same mouse. But the thing is, right, this mouse have been serving me for quite a long while. But the reason why I have to kind of like get a new gaming mouse, there is quite a lot of reason to it. First, the original death adder doesn't have the 2 additional buttons by its side. It's just a normal mouse. It is like the TPI at the time, it was not even that high at all. It's like 1000 is considered high at the time, but not now on this period. It's like now there's already people going with like 2000, 3000, 4000. Like, there's way more than that. But the thing is, right, that the mouse I've been using back then was this mouse, the death adder, and it's like you can call it the V version, the V0 or V1, I don't know which one they call it, but it had been the mouse that I've been using for quite a long while. And the only problem I have with this mouse is that every time when some game control require the 2 additional button on the side of the mouse, I have no way to do it. Like, I have to assign a hotkey to that situation, and often more than not, having too much key control on my left hand, yeah, I can do that. It just doesn't sit right with me. So at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I have to get a gaming mouse. The thing is, right, I actually got one more additional gaming mouse. I did not show it here. It's also the very first edition of Razer Naga. The very first Razer Naga, yes, the one with the numpad at the side. Yes, there is a total of 12 buttons to it. Yes, you can assign numbers to it, so it makes life easier. But on the other hand, the reason why I got that mouse at that time was that I was using it for MMORPG game where you have to assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or 0, and the only way to make life easier when playing MMO is like just using your thumb. Like, one of the reasons why I love Razer Naga. But hey, why, I mean, you already got a Naga, why are we gonna get a new mouse? Well, that mouse for some reason did not last as long as the death adder. So that adder actually been lasting the most longest. Razer Naga, when I was using it, for some reason the right click have some issue. Probably because I've been spending right click in MMORPG, because you guys have to understand, when playing MMORPG, you are gonna creep non-stop. Death adder doesn't, like, I use it, but it doesn't like create that much. So for the Razer Naga, I kind of like throw it one side and never use it anymore. And I kind of like bring Death Adder to Japan because it was the only mouse that seemed functional and easier to use. So I actually just bring it with me to Japan, and I've been using it for 6 years, additional in Japan, few years before, and then additional 6 years. So it had been using way longer than it's supposed to be. But on the other hand, I was like, recently, I've been playing Monster Hunter World. I actually installed Monster Hunter World. I've been trying out with controller and keyboard and the mouse. It doesn't work well without a gaming mouse. So at the end of the day, I do some research, see what kind of mouse I wanted to get. I actually consider getting like Logitech mouse, the G502. I did consider getting the Hero one, the wired one, because it was much cheaper. But at the end of the day, I test things out. I kind of like try different way, and I just feel that maybe it's because I'm used to Death Adder quite a lot of time, that my hand grip is more suitable to the Razer mouse. Not saying like all Razer mouse, but basically the Death Adder. When I compare Death Adder and Basilisk, when I test it out, I noticed that the size matter in a way. I know yes, at least it got the RGB. The thing is, right, between the Logitech G502 Hero and this one, which at the time was very cheap, because when I got it, it's like the price was offered by the Challenger in Singapore at a like so-called the end of the year discount. So I got a affordable price, and I was like, yeah, I have to get it. So when I get it, it was like a $10 difference between that two mouse. I mean, I can even consider getting S Plus for the Logitech, but at the end of the day, I was like, the size of the mouse, the grip, the hand size, it's like my hand is really used to the Death Adder so much that when I compared it to Basilisk, I was like, the mouse grip is not that further from how I have been using Death Adder. And at the end of the day, I was like, I decided to get Basilisk. And I won't say is it a good thing or is it a bad thing. I'm still testing things out, yeah, as you guys have to understand. So the time when I'll be testing it out will be the time when I'll be playing mostly Monster Hunter World. Most in the past when I was playing Monster Hunter World was in PS4 and I was using PS4 controller, so I'm actually was initially wanted to be used to playing. I wanted to use controller, but I kind of like want to test keyboard and mouse to see how the games go. If it much more suitable for me, is it much better for me? So at the end of the day, it will be like a test and trial. If it work well, then I'll be using gaming mouse, and maybe in future I'll be playing Genshin in mouse. But controller is still at the more preferred way because of the way I grip especially when I'm playing games, because the way I grip, if one day I can show it, I will show you how I normally hold the controller with my my hand. At least it will be, at least give you guys some insight on how I normally grab the controller. It's weird when I'm playing Monster Hunter World or Genshin when using that controller, but it's more that my hand being kind of like featureized when on how I play games. So hope you guys can understand that. But other than that, that should be how I going about. I mean, like, it's not showing off, it's not whatsoever. I know gaming mouse is like a lot of people will be recommend like saying like, oh, you should getting a better mouse, you should invest in other mouse. But the thing is, right, I don't really need like too great of a gaming mouse. I mean, like, Razer brand have been one of the stable gaming mouse. I mean, like, there is also, I'm not saying like Logitech is bad, it's just that at the moment it's more towards I need to get, like, the one that made me easier to get used was the hand grip at the end of the day. So I decided to just use Razer Basilisk because yep, it is much easier for me because of the change from Death Adder to Basilisk. It not that much. I know some people will be like, yeah, maybe you get used to Logitech, it'll be much easier. Yes, maybe not, maybe I don't know. But it's just that the feel for it, I may regret in the future, maybe yes. But the thing is, right, it's just that the grip for me was much easier for me to choose Basilisk at the end of the day, as well as the second reason, as I'm gonna say, was that the RGB actually was the final touch, because it got RGB and I like the RGB because that's what I want. And yeah, in case anyone who had noticed about the keyboard that I've been using, although not showing that obvious, the keyboard I'm using, although I kind of changed some of the key, the keyboard that you guys are watching are actually the very first Black Widow from Razer. And yes, it's still functional. Yes, maybe one or two key may have a little iffy, but other than that, it's still workable. And this keyboard at that time was not that expensive. I think it was $100 plus, until when I realized that a lot of the current keyboard is like costing like $200-300, which was like insane high. But it kind of got me into thinking like, oh great, I got a gaming keyboard which doesn't cost me much, and it's still funny that it's still functional. I'm not sure which key not functional or what way, but it's just the keyboard I'm using right now, the Razer, that Red Widow, the very first one, is still working, it's still fine. I know some people are saying like there's no RGB. Maybe in future, if I decided, if I got the money to invest in the new Black Widow, I might consider getting the RGB by then. But till then, I mean, a keyboard is a keyboard. I'm just using it, so I don't think there is any reason for me to get a new keyboard. It's just that when it comes to a mouse, the additional button required when playing most game nowadays is killing me. Like a lot of the game require the additional mouse button that my dev adder could not give me, and at the end of the day I have to get a new mouse, which is the reason why the mouse, I was like, I actually been looking forward to getting a mouse. I got a gaming controller, yes, but getting a new mouse is just more towards the point of like, let me open up to easier control, and I'm still kind of like getting used to the new DPI sensitive motion. It's like, it's way more sensitive than the dev adder, because when I previously used dev adder, it's like I have to move a little bit of my hand to control, but this time around I just a slight touch and it's already pretty sensitive, so I don't see how I'm gonna get used to it that anytime that soon. I just need to slowly get used to it, and maybe in future I'll be maybe became one of the best player ever, but who knows, maybe I may be just be an old man just playing, trying to get used to the mouse. But yeah, I think that's all for the for now. Maybe one more additional news would be like, basically I thought in my live stream that I have applied for Holo Star, which I don't think I want to talk about it. I mean, it just only applied because of the promise I made, because I lost the bet previously and I have to apply for the audition, even though I was like, yeah. But anyway, I have applied already, so you got that, so put you guys out of the chat list, okay, on trying to remind me on things that I have not done. I know I got lost, I have not done yet. Yes, I understand. But yeah, the audition for Holostar have been done, so yeah, let's just leave that one side. Gaming mouse for me, it just basically I just want to get used to it first and see how it goes. So yeah, I think that's will be fine. And also I know some people know that random chat is kind of like, wait, Ame, don't you like normally talk about other stuff on random chat? Yes, sharing personal life on me getting a new mouse, yeah, that is considered random chat. It's totally random. It is never follow a single trend, okay? And it's like the last day of 2023. I know there are some people talking about localizer, all these things, but let's not end the year with a very bad sour taste, alright? We can start the day of 2024 with some juicy news, but at the time I'm just kind of like, let's kind of like end it with a nice moment where I myself get a new mouse and I just sharing the happiness that I have, because out of nowhere I decided to get a new mouse. It's not a daily basis for me to consider getting a new mouse. I mean, like, normally I would use the money to get a new games, but me using that money to get a new mouse, hey, that's a very rare occasion, okay, guys? And yeah, I think, I mean, like, hopefully next year onwards I'll be able to start properly playing Monster Hunter World on a daily basis and see how it goes. I'm not still sure very how it goes, but hopefully it'll be this gaming mouse will help me to make it easier on the gameplay. So who knows? I mean, like, it's still ongoing. And also in regards to 2024 going forwards, random chat will be a thing. I mean, like, I know some people won't like it, some people like my take, some people don't like my take. By all means, everyone got their own opinion. And I prefer everyone just write in the comment below to let me know what do you guys feel like. If you guys got some intake that you feel like we can discuss it further, we can like talk more to it. Because the thing is, right, sometimes people writing their comment, and it gives me more insight into how people think, as well as how people come up with different idea on things that that I may overlook, or things that I might not be aware of. And it's really entice me to look into further, and there's always news and interesting thing to check things out. So yeah, I think that would be the best way for now. And as for streaming, I know I've been like playing Genshin and Honkai Star Rail on a daily basis. You guys have to forgive me with that for because the thing is, right, when I finish when I mostly try to finish most of the content in the game, it can take a few days, and normally I stream like around 2-3 hours on average. So if on the day that I decide to stream longer and I play that, you guys have to understand one thing is that if I did not upload a random chat, it's very likely that I'll be playing a very long live stream. But if that is the other way around, where I don't have a live stream, then I will try to upload one random chat, things that I can talk about. But at the same time, you guys have to also know that sometimes I may not upload a random chat for the day is because it may be due to in real life situation where I may be busy or I got stuff to do because I got in real life, not saying like got job or whatever, it's more towards like I got stuff to handle that require my attention. So it kind of like sometimes depend on how much I can afford to do all these things. So it kind of like you guys have give me a little bit of break here then, and the thing is also right. Sometimes random chat is kind of like sometimes when I do some research, when you watch some video, right, some new is just basically like it's so hard to watch. It's like I don't understand how there are some people who can come up with the word that like words that can like never gone through their mind. I mean, like I am guilty of that myself, but sometimes I just amazed at the number of things that people can say that can like cause their downfall and they're still not aware of it. So yeah, I mean, like maybe we'll talk more about that in future random chat, but till then, if you do like all this kind of content, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I never follow a single trend. But if you don't like it, don't press the dislike button. Just go to the watch history, remove that you have watched this video, and you will never see me again. Because that's how YouTube algorithm works. Dislike doesn't make you not see me again, okay, guys? And anyway, with the last day of 2023, hope you guys all have a great year for the next year and Happy New Year. Bye.